Well, greetings. This is just a quick warning video for in case you got some dodgy shopkeeper that you like to visit. Because admittedly, there's certain shopkeepers I've gone to where I know that I've had like dodgy coins from them, so I just avoid those shops. But it seems as if admittedly that time when it happened, the coins were actually quite bad, and it was just me being lazy. So I didn't bother doing a video about those ones because it was obvious that the coins were messed up. But this new one now, what I realized is that these fraudsters, their technology is increasing, and you have to actually increasing in quality, because you have to wonder actually who's financing these fraudsters, because it's as if they're trying to get people to stop using money. So even though the Bank of England has has increased the quality of the coins, the fraudsters, their technology seems to have boosted up as well. Now here's the challenge: I dare anyone to tell me which coin is the fake one here, if they can. Yeah, there's kind of a obvious way of knowing, but it's just based on the fact that I couldn't get any other coins of the same kind. But the thing about it is, the challenge is trying to work out which one it is just by looking. Now, the quality is not so hot on this camera because it's just a JPEG. Yeah, it's motion JPEG. So let me see if I can get a close up on this. So if you I'm just gonna zoom it up. So you're going to check out each coin and see what they look like close up. That's the wrong one. Alright. Yeah, so if you have a nice close look. So that's the first one. So that's looking good, isn't it? If you look on the quality, the quality of the metal, it's looking pretty nice. So then let's try the next one. Yeah, see, that's looking pretty good as well. It's got nice sharp writing on it, So if someone gave you that in a shop, they'd have no reason to say, there's anything wrong with it, because everything's looking good. And so let's get the third one. Yeah, see, still this is looking nice and sharp, and it's an older one. So you expect, it has a slightly older image, but it's looking sharp, isn't it? So if someone gave you this coin in a shop, you'd think that this is looking good, isn't it? So let's find out, if these really are. Because the thing about it is that that I like about the way they've done the coins is that they obviously try and use the technology on it so that it's hard to do certain things in the design. So if we get the first one, I can't remember which one was the first one anyway. So let's just check out the back of it. So now if we look at that, see here, so that's looking alright. See, so you got the nice sharp lines, you got those two lines, and of course you got the 50 pence. So, and of course the coin's a bit bad because it's been in use a while. So you think that, this coin, that's looking nice and sharp, what you'd expect. So let's get the next one. So yeah, again, you got it's a bit battered, but you got the nice sharp lines there, and the writing's nice and sharp. And those lines, you see, you can see they're pretty clean. So this, if someone gave you this 50 pence, you'd say, okay, this is fine. I remember going by the front of all 350p's, they're good. So if someone gave you that in the shop, you'd take it. But now here's the thing. So now we get to the third one, and you can obviously know which one is the fake one. And now you're probably thinking that the reason why I know it's fake is because I'm so clever. But, well, no. I'll show it to you first. And as you can see, yeah, it's looking alright. But as you can see, unfortunately, the 50 pence writing is just not there, isn't it? And you can see from the lines as well. And see the lines, well, no, you see the lines aren't cut properly on the left-hand side. And I think this metal's different, because there's something different about this metal, because it's reflecting differently. It's because I think the metal is different from the other coins, that's why. But the obvious thing that's wrong is look at that horrible pattern in the background, and those lines are kind of like messed up, aren't they? And it is weird that you can't I mean, it's a mess essentially, because look at the state of the line, the top line. I don't even know what that is underneath in the top right of the coin, just underneath the top line. That just looks like a mess, doesn't it? And of course you can see the tail, and then on this side you can see that the sharp lines on the left side are gone. So the thing about this coin is that from the front, it's looking good. You have to admit. That is looking good. Yeah, the G's a bit knackered, but I mean, come on. When you're in a shop, you ain't got time to get to get a magnifying glass to examine a coin. I haven't seen anyone do that. Because to spot it on this, you need a magnifying glass. And when I look at it with just my eyes, it looks good. To tell you the truth. And so the front, actually, so as long as you give this coin to someone with this face up, they will take it. And even at the back, it looks good, but yeah, as long as they haven't got their magnifying glass, they wouldn't be able to tell. But now here's the important thing about how I knew this coin was forged. No, it wasn't because I was clever or I could spot it. It's because the machine in the underground which takes the coins was spitting it out. That's the actual reason. And I think obviously they're not using the same metal, so the weight's obviously different. And whatever method the machine, the ticket machine at the station uses, it obviously knows the difference between this fake one in terms of weight and metal content. So obviously they've got a way of testing it in relation to, yeah, you see that looks much better. You can see the difference immediately, isn't it? That top line actually looks proper. It doesn't have that mess to the just underneath it. And of course the ribs, those ribs on the left side, they're nice and sharp. And it's really the ribs that does it, because in a way, if you want to just check the 50p, the main thing to look for, actually, that's a proper one. Yeah, that's a proper one, because those ribs on the left, because they're at an angle, and then there's a horizontal line underneath it. That's what makes it hard to make. So that because of the two, so obviously the way that the mint makes it, they have a special method to get the two lines to cross properly. Whereas as you can see on this fake one, notice on the left, they can't get the horizontal lines to cross properly under the diagonal ones. You see, they just can't do it. It's a complete mess, isn't it? So that's essentially what you look for. Yeah, it's difficult. Someone gives you a 50p, you're not going to notice it straight away. But what you have to do is you look. It's those horizontal and angled lines. That's the killer, because that's the part that they won't be able to do, and that's what you have to look for. And obviously that line, the top line, the claw underneath it, that's just a mess. So that's what you'd expect. Or the only other thing is you just have to carry another 50p with you and just check them to do a comparison. But one thing's for sure, that these fraudsters, yep, their technology is getting better. And, you have to wonder who is actually financing them, because these guys, they're not obviously not some bedroom guys, because you're not going to do a coin this good in your bedroom. You're going to need some proper manufacturing. But obviously, it's not at the level of what the Royal Mint is using. But who knows when they're going to be able to catch up with that, so that we all have to start using electronic money instead.